Hello and welcome to the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, Lego style. I actually found the party that Bilbo's throwing with the Hobbit children. That's Aragorn standing on a table. I thought that would look good while I read one page, which is page 27 in the book. I'm a little off in my numbering. On this occasion, the presents were unusually good. The Hobbit children were so excited that for a while they almost forgot about eating. There were toys the like of which they had never seen before, all beautiful and some obviously magical. Many of them had indeed been ordered a year before and had come all the way from the mountain and from Dale and were of real dwarf make. Whenever a guest had been welcomed and was finally inside the gate, there were songs, dances, music, games, and of course, food and drink. There were 3 official meals: lunch, tea, and dinner, or supper. But lunch and tea were marked chiefly by the fact that at those times all the guests were sitting down and eating together. At other times there were merely lots of people eating and drinking continuously from 11s until 6:30, when the fireworks started. The fireworks were by Gandalf. They were not only brought by him, but designed and made by him. And the special effects, set pieces, and flights of rockets were let off by him. But there was also a generous distribution of squibs, crackers, bacca-wrappers, sparklers, torches, dwarf candles, elf fountains, goblin barkers, and thunderclaps. They were all superb. The art of Gandalf improved with age. There were rockets like a flight of scintillating birds singing with sweet voices. There were green trees with trunks of dark smoke, their leaves open like a whole spring unfolding in a moment, and their shining branches dropped glowing flowers down upon the astonished hobbits, disappearing with a sweet scent just before they touched their upturned faces. There were fountains of butterflies that flew glittering into the trees. There were pillars of colored fires that rose and turned into eagles, or sailing ships, or a phalanx of flying swans. There was a red thunderstorm and a shower of yellow rain. There was a forest of silver spears that sprang suddenly into the air with a yell like an embattled army, and came down again into the water with a hiss like 100 hot snakes. And there was also one last surprise in honor of Bilbo, and it startled the hobbits exceedingly, as Gandalf intended. The lights went out. A great smoke went up. It shaped itself like a mountain seen in the distance and began to glow at the summit. It spouted green and scarlet flames. Out flew a red golden dragon, not life-size, but terribly lifelike. Fire came from his jaws. His eyes glared down. There was a roar, and he whizzed 3 times over the heads of the crowd. They all ducked, and many fell flat on their faces. The dragon passed like an express train, turned a somersault, and burst over Bywater with a deafening explosion. "That is the signal for supper," said Bilbo. The pain and alarm vanished at once, and the prostrate hobbits leaped to their feet. There was a splendid supper for everyone. For everyone, that is, except those invited to the special family dinner party. This was held in the great pavilion with the tree. So there's page 27 of the Fellowship of the Rings. Of course, in the movie they made Merry and Pippin set off the dragon before it was time. But as you can see, there were lots of things going on that weren't put in the movie. But that was to give Merry and Pippin something to do. The cinematic universe is different than the literary one. I was surprised and astonished with how well that page was written. Strokes of a true master. Wow. We often forget the early parts of the book, which sets up all the adventure. I wanted to say that that page was like poetry, which is generally the whole idea anyway, right? So by accident I hurt my brother's feelings today, not intentionally. Maybe he was right. Maybe I subconsciously hurt his feelings with drawings I made. I didn't mean to. I was kind of having an odd day myself. Here's South Park, the complete 12th season. You can see the Trans Am. That's my dream car. And here, of course, is when they're in the pan flute band and the giant hamsters come. Okay. So we're at the party. Let's take a look. Aragorn's having a fit. He punched a little hobbit. That wasn't very nice. Now he's got his sword. He knocked over the turkey. Aragorn's having a fit at the hobbit party. He wasn't even invited, and look at the mess. What is Gandalf doing to that pig? This is YouTube, I better not show that. That would just be awful. Legolas, what are you doing to that pig? I got a video banned once because of that same very thing. Okay, so much going on. Hey, looks like a keg. So I'm going through all the levels trying to find all the secrets. I did find one that I was happy about concerning the mithril rope that the Hobbit needed. Unfortunately, I had one on me, thanks to the local blacksmith in Bree. Man, Aragorn is really cutting up a storm here. There should be more hobbits here, but what can you do? It's a video game, there are limitations, you know. Man, Aragorn, slow down. What's the matter with you? So that's just how it's gonna go for a while. Aragorn's bringing destruction to Hobbiton. Hey, change of music. I guess I'm away from the party. Let's go back to that other music. There's a nice windmill in the background. That looks nice. Thanks for watching my video. And I love you, Matt. Oh, I'm not, anyway.